join the Senders, get a join the Senders, get a body.
He got a big old Call of Duty gun. Oh my God.
Bro, turn on the switch, he try to hop out here to face. Jay was lacking
switches, man. Y'all need call the po-po, man. FBI, open up!
Was that the Senders used a motto or a slogan in many of their music videos, raps, and other social media posts. That slogan was, if you want to join the Senders, get a body, then you gang with us.
Big bust involving what police are calling three.
Y'all gonna learn to stop saying all this shit in these rap songs, folks. Y'all ain't gonna learn because y'all getting clout off of it. Y'all slow. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying, do your homework. Y'all slow. It's not clicking in y'all brain. You know what I'm saying? That you getting on here and you making yourself look like, even if you not outside catching no bodies, bro, they will lock you up just for gangbanging. That, you know, that's illegal, right? Gangbanging is illegal. You can't legally be in a gang. They can lock you up for that, show these videos on it, and say this you, and you just be going down the road for 10 years. Y'all ass slow, and y'all keep doing it.
Three major South Philadelphia shooting gangs. 12 people now charged for their roles in more than a dozen crimes, including a homicide.
Yep.
The district attorney says the group is affiliated with a street gang.
Philadelphia law enforcement has announced the dismantling of a violent network of street gangs responsible for a wave of shootings, murders, and armed robberies that terrorized the city for over 2 years. On February 21st, 2025, officials revealed that a grand jury indictment has charged 12 individuals with multiple homicides, attempted murders, carjackings, and serious firearm offenses, all tied to the escalating war between the Senders, Clappers, and close-range gangs.
Get their ass off the street!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
They out here terrorizing people, man. Get y'all ass in them jails, man. FBI, open up! We don't want to see you back outside. Y'all gonna be mad at me all your months. Man, cause I don't give a damn what you talking about. You out here slaughtering people, gang. Take your ass in prison, man. Don't be out here doing all this, man. You out hitting innocent people doing all this shit, man. I ain't fucking with it, man.
These groups, operating primarily in South Philadelphia, but with connections stretching into West Philadelphia, have been locked in a deadly cycle of retaliation from April 2021 to May 2023. The Clappers, based around 7th and Rittner in South Philadelphia, have gained attention for their affiliation with CCK, a larger organization active in West Philly, South Philly, and Southwest Philadelphia. The Senders, known for their ruthless reputation, have two factions, one controlling territory around 5th and Christian in South Philadelphia, and another established near 56th and Lansdowne in West Philadelphia. They are widely recognized for their slogan, if you want to join the Senders, get a body, then you gang with us, a phrase that law enforcement says reflects their violent initiation process. The close-range gang, though smaller, has played a major role in several shootings alongside the Senders. 12 suspects have been indicted in connection to multiple shootings and murders, with charges ranging.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
From attempted homicide to illegal firearms possession. Among them is 19-year-old Eli A3 Simmons, who prosecutors say is responsible for multiple shootings across the city. Also named in the indictment are 20-year-old Isaiah Brown, or Cap G's, 16-year-old Javon Solomon, and 19-year-old Andre Richards, all accused of carrying out violent attacks on rivals and their associates. 20-year-old Tahir Wick Rowe and 19-year-old Claudia Carter Lewis, both affiliated with the Clappers, have also been charged as part of the ongoing feud.
I'm just saying, y'all call yourself the Clappers and now y'all gotta go to prison? Bruh. Something else might get clapped. You better protect your ace, man.
In addition to violent crime charges, several suspects are facing serious firearm offenses under Pennsylvania's Uniform Firearms Act, commonly referred to as VUFA. These charges include VUFA 6106 for illegally possessing a firearm without a license, VUFA 6108 for unlawfully carrying a firearm in public within city limits, and VUFA 6110 for possession of a firearm by a minor. Prosecutors say many of the suspects used stolen vehicles, coordinated ambush-style shootings, and social media threats to escalate the violence. This indictment marks one of the largest gang crackdowns in recent Philadelphia history, but authorities warn that the investigation is still active.
Hell yeah.
More arrests are expected
And
as
you
law
think
enforcement...
them niggas ain't gonna go in there and snitch? You crazy. Y'all think they just locked up 12 people and none of them finna snitch? Are you insane? How you lost your rabbit ass mind? No, they going to snitch. As soon as they get in there, oh, sir, officer, I didn't shoot anybody. I was just the driver, please. His name is Isaiah. He's 22, and he had a Glock with a switch. I didn't know what else to do. Officer, oh, my God. Please,
Ladies
go
and
get him.
gentlemen,
Oh, my God, it's crazy. I'm not like this type of stuff. My mom is a good mom, and I raised a good boy. They finna be singing like a fucking canary in there, man. And y'all see y'all gonna come outside and think all this street shit cool, and I'm just gonna laugh at you. See, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch it every day. I'm gonna upload all day, every day. I'm gonna make, off this channel alone, I'm gonna make $500,000 this year. Easy. I got 30 more channels that I'm gonna do this on. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna clear 3-4 million this year, easy, just off YouTube. I'm gonna do another 2-3 million a year. This year, just off real estate marketing. I'm going to invest my money in stocks and crypto. Last year, I made $700,000 off stocks and crypto. So, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to laugh at y'all stupid ass. And watch y'all get locked up. And it's going to be real funny. And I'm just going to get rich because y'all ain't never going to stop. That's why I can do this forever. Y'all ain't never going to stop getting locked up, popping each other, smoking each other, all that, folks. Snitching on each other. It's going to get crazy and crazier the more we watch it. And I'm just going to sit here in the comfort of my nice $1 million Miami home. And I'm going to watch you do this. I'm going to laugh at your stupid ass. I'm going to encourage all my viewers. I'm going to show y'all why this shit is stupid. I'm going to entertain y'all while I'm doing it. And then y'all going to be in jail sitting there looking stupid with your cakes on the line.
Enforcement continues tracking down additional suspects and linking unsolved shootings to this conflict. In this video, we'll break down the key players, the timeline of violence, and how law enforcement built its case against these individuals.
Break it all down.
On April 15, 2021, at 9:48 p.m., gunfire erupted on the 2000 block of South 7th Street, leaving 2 young men, ages 19 and 22, wounded. Both victims were shot multiple times but survived their injuries. Witnesses reported that a lone shooter approached on foot, opened fire, and fled the scene. Police recovered several shell casings from the area, and through further investigation, they linked the shooting to 21-year-old Carl Jarrett. He was later indicted for multiple counts of attempted murder and conspiracy. He was also charged with violating VUFA 6106, which prohibits carrying a firearm without a valid license, VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in public in Philadelphia, and VUFA 6110 for illegal possession of a firearm as a minor. Authorities identified him as a member of the Senders, and this shooting is believed to have been one of the early sparks in the conflict between the Senders and the Clappers. On January 22nd, 2022 at 7:12 p.m., police responded to multiple 911 calls reporting gunfire on the 800 block of June Street. When officers arrived, they found 16-year-old Mecky Ingram, or Lil Ka, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, barely clinging to life. Witnesses described the attack as a calculated execution, with 2 masked gunmen ambushing him, firing off multiple rounds before fleeing the scene. Lil Ka was rushed to the hospital.
Why do they always
firing
say
off
that?
multiple rounds before fleeing?
Why do they all, like, I don't know what his affiliation was, don't get me wrong, but people always say, never in a million years I thought you would be taken away from us. I love you. Why do y'all always say that and y'all be in the streets? Those two things don't add up to me. Like, I'm not gonna tell my street homie, like, never in a million years did I ever think you were gonna die and get shot and go. I kind of expected it, bro. You outside with a gun every day, gangbanging, dissing ops. I don't know if that's what he was doing. I'm just saying.
Fleeing the scene, Lil Ka was rushed to the hospital, where doctors fought to stabilize him. For days, he remained in critical condition. Investigators later identified 20-year-old Tahir Wick Rowe and 19-year-old Claudia Carter Lewis, both affiliated with the Clappers, as the shooters. Authorities believe this was a targeted hit, carried out as retaliation for a previous attack linked to the ongoing war between the Clappers and Senders. Both suspects were later indicted for murder and conspiracy, along with VUFA 6106, illegal possession of a firearm, and VUFA 6108, carrying a firearm in public in Philadelphia. While Lil Ka was in the hospital, fighting for his life, the senders wasted no time moving on retaliation. On January 28, 2022, two separate shootings rocked South Philly within a short span. The first occurred at 11:26 p.m. on the 1400 block of South 6th Street, where a 26-year-old man was shot twice in the leg while standing near a parked car. Less than 30 minutes later, another shooting broke out on the 700 block of Rittner Street, where two men, ages 25 and 27, were shot multiple times in their lower bodies. Surveillance footage captured
y'all didn't get y'all aim up. Y'all hitting these people multiple times in their lower bodies, man. I thought y'all was the you know? I thought y'all was the body catchers, the soul snatchers. You know what I'm saying? I thought it got scary when y'all popped up. You feel me? What happened? Why you hitting people multiple times in the lower body?
Dan speeding away from both scenes. Investigators later tied these retaliation hits to 19-year-old Eli A3 Simmons, a known member of the senders. He was indicted for multiple counts of attempted murder and conspiracy, along with VUFA 6106 for illegal possession of a firearm and VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in public. Authorities believe these shootings were just the beginning, a declaration of war in response to Lil Kai's death. But the damage had already been done. On January 29, 2022, 1 week after the shooting, Lil Kai succumbed to his injuries. The violence escalated further. On January 30th, 2022, Philadelphia saw a string of shootings across different locations, all linked to the senders. The first took place on the 200 block of Robin Street, where a 24-year-old man was shot twice in the leg. Shortly after, another shooting occurred at 8th Street and Snyder Avenue, where a 20-year-old man suffered multiple gunshot wounds. Later that night, on the 700 block of Rittner Street, 3 men, ages 26, 27, and 30, were shot in the legs while standing outside a residence. Earlier that evening, a Honda Accord was carjacked at gunpoint on the 2400 block of South 3rd Street, and the stolen vehicle was later used in one of the shootings. 19-year-old Eli Simmons, known as A3, and 21-year-old Ivan Williams were indicted for multiple counts of attempted murder, conspiracy, and carjacking.
19 years old, and you indicted for multiple counts of attempted murder, conspiracy, and carjacking. You're gonna do at least 20 years old. We'll see you when you 39, bro. So that means you never bought a drink legally. You probably never lived by yourself. Probably never had your own car. Probably don't even got a goddamn license. You know what I'm saying? Probably never had a girlfriend. Probably don't got no kids. And you finna be 39 years old and all you know is jail. That shit's stupid as hell, bro.
Simmons was also charged with VUFA 6106 for unlawful firearm possession, VUFA 6108 for carrying a gun in a public place, and VUFA 6110 for being a minor in possession of a firearm. On February 6, 2022, at 5:19 p.m., a 24-year-old man was shot twice in the stomach outside a corner store on the 1600 block of West Ontario Street. Surveillance footage captured two gunmen exiting a silver sedan, opening fire, and then fleeing. Investigators identified 19-year-old Eli Simmons, known as A3, and 21-year-old Carl Jarrett as the shooters. Both were indicted on charges of attempted murder and conspiracy, as well as VUFA 6106 for possessing a firearm without a license, and VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in public.
He got snitched. What I tell y'all at the beginning of the video, I said they gonna snitch on your monkey ass. If you think you finna go in jail and all your homies get locked up, and you think none of them gonna snitch on you, you're delusional, bro. You're delusional. They gonna snitch on your monkey ass.
On November 8th, a shooting took place on the 3100 block of West Norris Street. 2 people were injured during the shooting. Then, on February 2nd, 2023 at 4:37 p.m., a mass shooting
6 children, 1 adult
took place on the 4800 block of Pascal Avenue.
With this, 7 people, 6 of them children, are shot after a gunman opens fire near a school in Strawberry Mansion.
That's crazy.
One of the children is only 2 years old.
One of the children only 2 years old. And y'all think this shit is cool. Y'all think this make you savage. Y'all think this make you more gangster than the next nigga because you hit up a 2-year-old, bro? It says 6 children and 1 adult. It didn't even say young adult and none of that. It said 6 children. So when I hear children, I'm thinking about 16 and under, bro. Y'all ass beat, man. And one of them 2 years old. What a 2-year-old do to you?
All 7 victims are being treated at the hospital right now. That shooting happened around 6 o'clock tonight at the intersection of 31st and Norris Streets, right near the James G. Blaine School. Siafa Lewis is live outside of police headquarters with the breaking details. Siafa?
Jess Nuki, quite simply, the violence continues, as you've noted. 7 more Philadelphians are gunshot victims tonight. 5 of them are teens. 1 is just 2 years old. This shooting took place early Thursday evening in the city's Strawberry Mansion section at the intersection of 31st and West Norris.
So again, we have one 31-year-old that we know of, and then the remaining victims are all juveniles, and those ages range from 2 to 17.
Three gunmen waited inside a stolen silver Hyundai near 31st and Norris Streets, targeting a group of teenagers. As the teens walked past the playground, the shooters jumped out and unleashed at least...
They blicked up the whole playground right after school, gang.
30 bullets in just 13 seconds before speeding off.
30.
Shayna Moore was walking her 8-year-old son home from school, pushing her 2-year-old daughter Suhara in a stroller when gunfire erupted behind them. A bullet tore through her leg as she struggled to stay on her feet. Moore screamed for her son to run as she tried to push forward, blood rushing down her leg. She didn't realize Suhara had also been shot. The same bullet that hit her leg had lodged in her daughter's thigh. 5 teenagers were also shot in the attack. A 13-year-old boy was shot in the hand. A 16-year-old boy was hit in the arm and leg. Another 16-year-old was shot in the arm. A 17-year-old was grazed in the thigh. And a 15-year-old boy was shot twice in the chest.
Bro, this is sick as hell, bro. This is sick as hell, bro. Y'all ain't even got the common decency to wait until the mama finished walking by with the stroller now? Come on, bro. This shit ain't gangster, gang. I'm gonna come on this channel and say it every day. There's nothing gangster about this. There's nothing cool about this. There's nothing savage about this. You just stupid. Your ass just stupid. That's all it is, folks. All it is, gang.
The shooters fled in the stolen car. Police made no arrests at the time, and the motive was unknown. Moore was rushed to the hospital. She spent days recovering and now undergoes physical therapy. Suhara still has a bullet lodged in her leg, and loud noises startle her. She thought she would feel safe in her own neighborhood. Now, she just wants to get out. "I'm just ready to move," she said. Investigators later tied the shootings to gang violence and charged 17-year-old Alante Outerbridge, a close-range gang member, with 9 counts of attempted murder, conspiracy, and he was also charged with 2 counts each of VUFA 6106, firearm possession without a license, and VUFA 6108, carrying in public.
Certain things you do, bro, you ain't getting out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You kill the biggest, roughest, toughest gangster. Police really ain't got to. Like, yeah, but this person had 17 bodies and he got killed, so we ain't really too worried about catching his killer. But this 2-year-old little girl who got hit in the thigh, oh, we gonna catch him for sure. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting out of jail. The judge ain't taking it easy on you. You know what I'm saying? You lucky that it's lucky it sound like everybody survived. Especially the 2-year-old. Because if the 2-year-old survived, they would have put your ass up under that jail, boy. Do your homework.
April 5th, 2023, at 10:02 p.m., gunfire erupted on the 700 block of Jackson Street, leaving 2 men wounded. Witnesses reported that 2 masked shooters approached from behind and opened fire before fleeing on foot. Both victims were struck multiple times and were rushed to the hospital in critical but stable condition. Investigators later identified the shooters as 16-year-old Javon Solomon and 20-year-old Isaiah Brown, known as Cap G's, both affiliated with the senders. Solomon was indicted for attempted murder, conspiracy, and multiple firearms charges, including VUFA 6106 for possession of a firearm without a license and VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in public. Brown, known as Cap Geese, was indicted for conspiracy and VUFA 6106 for illegal firearm possession. Authorities linked this shooting to the ongoing retaliation between the senders and their rivals. On April 6, 2023, a shooting took place near 22nd and Wolf Streets, leaving 3 men injured.
This is crazy.
Authorities later indicted 19-year-old Atom L, a member of the senders, for attempted murder and aggravated assault.
And let me, can I say something else before I get back to the video real quick? Squad now. I've been hearing about, I probably heard about maybe 2 people dying. I hear about 17,000 people in this video that did not pass away. That means y'all are not good at your job. Do your homework. Do your homework on you ain't got the aim to be catching bodies. Do your homework on you not a good shooter. Do your homework on take your ass to school.
He was also charged with VUFA 6106 for illegal firearm possession and VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in a prohibited area. On April 20th, 2023, a 19-year-old man was shot twice in the chest outside a shopping plaza on the 4600 block of Wayne Avenue. 19-year-old Eli Simmons, known as A3, was later indicted for attempted murder and weapons offenses. He was also charged with VUFA 6106 for possessing a firearm without a license and VUFA 6108 for carrying a firearm in public. On April 27, 2023, a 22-year-old man was shot in the arm and leg at the intersection of 7th and Rittner Streets in what authorities described as a direct retaliation hit. 19-year-old Eli Simmons, known as A3, was indicted for attempted murder and conspiracy. He was also charged with VUFA 6106 and VUFA 6108 for unlawful firearm possession. On May 1st, 2023, a triple shooting occurred on the 600 block of Oregon Avenue, leaving 3 men critically wounded. 19-year-old Andre Richards, a member of the Senders, was later indicted for attempted murder and conspiracy. He was also charged with VUFA 6106 for unlawful possession of a firearm and VUFA 6108 for carrying a gun in a public place. This case is far from over. According to the district attorney's office, the investigation is still active and more arrests are expected. Law enforcement has made it clear they're still working to connect additional suspects to these shootings and bring in anyone else involved. With the amount of ballistics evidence, surveillance footage, and digital forensics being used in this case, officials believe that more names will surface and more indictments will follow. As the violence continues to spread beyond South Philadelphia, investigators are digging deeper, linking past shootings, tracking affiliations, and making sure that those responsible don't slip through the cracks. While some of these suspects are already facing serious time behind bars, prosecutors have hinted that this takedown is just the beginning. With tension still high in the streets and some key suspects still on the run, this war is far from settled. The question now is, how much more damage will be done before the dust finally settles? That's the full breakdown on this case.
A lot of damage, a lot of more bodies gonna drop, you know what I'm saying? A lot of more motherfuckers gonna get arrested, and it's just gonna keep going. It ain't really never gonna stop for real, because these little boys slow. You know what I'm saying? They don't get me wrong. They, like I be saying in all these videos, they don't have no money. 99% of them don't have, 99.9% of them don't even got $10,000 saved up. They whole bank account is in that pound of loud they got, or that little brick of money they putting up on their camera. That's their whole life. That's their whole life right there. That little 10,000, little 6,000 that look real thick and all 20s. Yeah, that they doing like this. Yeah, that's their whole life most of the time. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no nothing, folks. They ain't got no cars. These niggas ain't got no cars. These niggas ain't got no clothes. These niggas ain't got no hoes. These niggas ain't got nothing, folks. Just a bunch of broke-ass goofies running around shooting each other. Bye. Have a great time.